Donald from the Women's Employment Resource Centre in Woodstock, Ontario. We are seeing more and more women having to access the centre, women who may never thought that they may even be looking for jobs. We're seeing more women over the age of 56 having to use our services, women who thought that they would be with the companies that they were until their retirement. They have 25, 35, 40 years in and now are without employment.
So I did the best I could. I went back to school, retrained, worked in 2 restaurants, raised 2 young children. My husband had to work 2 jobs, got another job just recently. I lost my job because of downsizing. I was fortunate enough to get another job, but again, I would have suffered again with the severance thing. I've been working hard all my life, and to have to pay into it and not receive back. And my opinion is the better we do, the better the economy does. We're the ones that are going to be spending the money, and that's all I got to say about that. Thank you very much.
I'm actually the coordinator of a grassroots organisation who help children in need and living in poverty. We think jobs for all and good jobs are important for everybody because children are poor because their parents are poor. And their parents are poor because they don't have decent jobs with decent wages. We need more jobs that have full-time hours with decent pay, with benefits, so children don't have to go without needed medical supplies and preventative medication and tests and dental work. I see it all. I've seen parents that actually have thought about hanging themselves. This shouldn't happen in Canada.
I know at the last layoff we had, one of my friends committed suicide. He took his own life because he couldn't bear with all the bills coming in and the pressure from the banks and other hydro, gas, everything.
I got laid off from my job, and believe me, it's not a pretty thing when you have children, to feed, you have your mortgage, there's so many things, your bills coming up on you, you're getting the calls, Visa card, your MasterCard, and all these things, and they don't give you no chance, they don't care if you got laid off, you just got to find the money to pay the bills, and it's really hard on people, going through situations like this, it's like, what people is going to do, what we going to do, people is getting laid off more and more every day, it's getting worse. So we have to ask ourselves, what is happening in this country?
Ever since the layoff, we're from Hamilton first. We worked at U.S. Steel for about 2 years, and it was such a promising job. We made plans and everything for the kids for the future, and with the layoff happening, there's just not enough money to keep providing. So we're hoping that things will pick up again and be able to get back to work pretty soon, because I got a family right now that counts on me. I'm only 25 years old, and this is, this was the future right here that I wanted, and I got it. But without my job, there's really not too much of a future.
So keep it tied down. Keep it tied down. Keep it tied down. Oh, keep it tied down. Something better. Something other. Something better. Something other. Oh, yeah.
This poem is untitled because it could be anybody in any town right across Canada. Traveling across this province in our caravan, we're hearing from the people life is far from grand. We're hearing tales of job loss, we're hearing tales of woe. People are hurting everywhere you go. Oh, so many stories, they're bound to break your heart. I'd like to share some with you, but I'm not sure where to start. Mary works 3 part-time jobs, just trying to make ends meet. But there's always too damn many bills, the food, the rent, the heat. She wonders if she'll ever get back on her feet, or will she end up living in the street. Jack worked in the mill for over 30 years. When it closed down, he was reduced to tears, trying to find another job amongst his greatest fears. Friends say he's a good man, a regular at his church. When they asked for volunteers, Jack was always first. He now spends his time praying. Things just don't get worse. Joe lost his job, and his car, his home, his wife. He felt he was worthless, so he took his own life. For some, the pain of job loss cuts just like a knife. Bob was killed in the factory 5 long years ago. His wife still feels an emptiness no one should ever know. She's raising the kids all on her own, trying to do the best she can to give them a good home. Now she lost her job, she don't know how she'll get by. They tell her she don't qualify to collect DI. What's supposed to be a safety net is just a heartless lie. There's no need for unemployment, poverty and despair, but the government's indifferent, so we'll have to make them care.